Excellence is not a trophy. It's not a win. It's not the applause, and it's not being known as the greatest. Excellence is the gradual result of always striving to do better. And there's room for every one of us to bask in its glory.
Yo. Hi. Hybrid and true kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready. Big man thing, my people crazy. You better like it. Go get ready. My people crazy. You better like it. Kuta, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuta, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but what baby? It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the badness. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man titty. My people crazy. You better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pale wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem mwenye uko na baki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tuna band tuko party tuna band hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tuna band press it to the one cha madem pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tuna band adiche wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuta wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
Becoming great at anything in life is a little like wrestling a gorilla. Imagine. And we're live. What's up? How you guys doing, man? We just finished with camp and it went great. It is now over and I am exhausted because anytime I get surrounded by that many people and I have to talk, it is very, very tough for me. But I know that it was tougher for you guys. We did play a lot today like I promised, but at the end, we had one of our hardest things ever. And I commend you guys for finishing that thing. I just like say what would be hard for like a college player? What would be hard for an NBA player to do? And then I made you guys do it. All right. I respect the desires of kids. Like basically, like if a kid says, I want to be a fireman. If a kid says I want to be president, if a kid says I want to be an NBA basketball player, I take it seriously. All right, because everyone always says that they do that, but they don't. And I want to be the one person that is different. I want to be the one person that says, for reals, all right, let's go. I respect you. All right. What's up, Connor Rush, Gavin Witt, Derek Valdez? What's going on? Austin Masseth, what's up, man? What's up? Yep. But fantastic job. And I just want to give a shout out to a few people first, and then I'll give a shout out to the grand prize winners later. All right. But Brock did a fantastic job. All right. Brock was an amazing young player that we had, and he did great during the camp. Drew as well, Drew Kirkpatrick, he did amazing. I told him that I did want him to like try harder and step it up with the bigger group and stuff like that, and he even handled that information right. Again, I will never lie to you. If you do well, I'll tell you that you did well. If you could have done better, I'll tell you that you could have done better, because if I tell the truth, then you have much more of a chance to keep going, because I was lied to a little bit growing up, and people thought that they were being nice to me. But they were like, oh yeah, you're so good, you're going to make the NBA easy. And I knew I wasn't. But their lie kind of slowed me down. If they had said, no, you got to work twice as hard, I would have worked twice as hard. But it's hard to hear those nice lies and keep going. It's really hard. So I don't lie. I don't want to lie. All right. Henry, you did amazing. All right. Henry is from Firestone. He came all the way down here, and he's a big third grader, but he played with the older kids and did amazingly well. I would say amount of loose balls that he got throughout the week. Oh my! I would say maybe 30 a day, and most people don't get one loose ball. He got about 30 a day. I'm not even exaggerating. 30 a day he got, just loose balls. He was going for every one of them. He did an amazing job. Connor he always does well, but I don't want to just rob him of that. Connor, you did a great job. Leading your people. You're starting to talk a lot more. You are playing hard. Again, you came the entire time. All right. That's a fascinating job, and you're one of our best leaders, if not the best. So fantastic job as well. And then the last one is Austin. Actually, we have a couple more. Austin, it was his first day. Barely lost in the free throw contest, but he lost to a guy named Austin. So basically, Austin won both ways. All right, great job. And then we had Ellie, one of the younger kids. And I know she struggled during parts of it, bloody nose here and there, but that's what little kids do. She did great, and really led her sister and her friend, and led them throughout the week. I think without her there, it would have been really, really tough for the other two. All right, and then there was Isaiah, who came all the way from Wyoming. I mean, that's awesome. That's great. All right, and he was playing hard. He was going hard the entire time too, and he stepped up to go to the bigger crowd as well. So again, my hat's off to all of you guys, and I don't even wear a hat, so my hair's off. All right, yeah. Let's begin with the story of the day real quick. This is a good one. I like this one, so pay attention.
Kobe Bryant relentlessly plays the role he desired to be, and he never breaks character. From not flinching when a ball is faked at his face, to being the only person Ron Artest has ever seen get into an ice bath without wincing. He's always who he wants to be. Kobe's still human, but he'd never tell you that.
All right, so Kobe Bryant, all right, may he rest in peace. All right, yo, this dude is the epitome of act as if. Act as if you're just like the man, right? And he came into the league, and it annoyed some people, rubbed some people the wrong way. In his post-game interviews, he would be like this, and he would be chewing gum, even though we knew he wasn't chewing gum during his interview. And the guy that used to do that was Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant straight copied off Michael Jordan. Every single thing. He copied off his moves, everything like that. And it was crazy. It was weird. It was very, very strange. It was why can't you just be yourself, man? And people were dogging him until they realized one special thing. Everyone tried to copy off Michael Jordan. And no one could do it except for Kobe. And Kobe probably did copy off him exactly, and probably did better than Michael Jordan in terms of like skill. He got better than Michael Jordan. You can't say that about anyone else, ever. I don't think. Could you? Because LeBron's not anywhere close to the skill level of Michael Jordan. Kobe was definitely more skillful than Michael Jordan, definitely. But is anyone else as skilled as Michael Jordan? I don't think so. Like Tracy McGrady was close, but he's not on Michael Jordan's level. All right? There's no more better skilled player, and he started working hard. Like harder than Michael Jordan, because he heard all these stories about Michael Jordan, so he created better stories. This dude was fake. That's what I'm trying to say. Kobe Bryant was fake. There's no one like him. There's no human being capable of doing what he did. He would get to practice like at 5 a.m, 6 hours early, stay 3 hours later, and he would only do it because he even admitted it one time. He's like, the only reason I was here this early was because I heard that you were coming in early. I just wanted to beat you. I wanted you to know that you would never be able to work harder than me. All right? He was a psychopath. He just wanted to appear greater than everyone else. And then what happened in the end is exactly what he wanted. He appeared greater than everyone else. All right? He slept in his car before workouts. It was crazy. All right? He just wanted the stories. And he got one heck of a story. All right? If you guys focus on that, like let's say the homework posting. Post more than every single person, like 10 times more. For like make it a rule. Make it a rule, Connor. For every minute that Rohit posts, you post 10 minutes. Or go double. And you just beat him. You just beat him because you wanted to beat him. And I say Kobe's so crazy. When I heard that story, with the whole ball flinching thing, yeah, that was pretty cool. He didn't even move, right? All right. But the other one, where Ron Artest said, the only person I've ever seen to not flinch when they get into an ice bath, those things are so cold. To not flinch when he gets into an ice bath was Kobe Bryant. I just know Kobe's fake. And Kobe got in, and he wouldn't flinch just because he wanted to see everyone see him not flinch. If Kobe Bryant stepped on a Lego, he would hurt, but he would be like, no, that doesn't hurt. He would just pretend. He just pretended all these things. He pretended that he wanted to go through like injuries. Like even though he was hurt, he probably did want to stay in bed and not get out, but he just got up. He knew when he tore his Achilles. He knew when he walked back out there and hobbled, he had to make these next 2 free throws, and he did. He knew what that would look like. He knew what he was doing. So fake. But he faked it till he made it, man. And I challenge you guys to do that. Do everything that will be some inspirational story in the future. And that's who Kobe was. And that's just amazing. MJ is better than Kobe. Only because MJ was the originator of it. But legit, Kobe tried to copy off MJ. And I bet you if it was switched, MJ would have done the same thing about Kobe. I'm sure. All right, if you're the first, it's always gonna be better because someone's just copying off you. But Kobe copied off him, and then he did some more. Because, MJ couldn't shoot threes. Kobe could. MJ couldn't dribble. Kobe could. All right, there were more championships won. Yeah, but that happens. MJ definitely the GOAT. Oh, yeah, by far. He's the GOAT, but only because he's, like, amazing at many, many, many different things. If you count any individual thing, he's probably not. He hasn't won the most championships, Bill Russell. He's not the best all-around player, LeBron James. He's not the most skilled, Kobe Bryant. He's not the best three-point shooter, Steph Curry. All right, all this other stuff, but he's not the most dominant, that was Shaq. But Michael Jordan's like top 3 in most of those, if not top 2. And all the other people are nowhere to be found in the other ones. Like Shaq's the most dominant, but he's nowhere else in any other list. That's why Jordan is the GOAT. Not because he was better at everything than everyone. You can't say that. But he was definitely overall like amazing. And he's very iconic. Like his Jordan logo and like changing the game. That's why he's the GOAT. He's not a better all-around player than LeBron James. It's a fact. He's not as skilled as Kobe Bryant. It's a fact. He's not as great a shooter as Curry. He wasn't as dominant as, all those people. So, but overall, he is the greatest because he has overall. So unless someone just says it like that, I don't trust their opinion. If they're like, Jordan was the greatest ever. He was the tallest player and the shortest player. in the biggest play. That's so stupid. He can lift the most. Now you're just lying. You can't just lie. He really couldn't dribble that well. All right, he was not the best ball handler. Kyrie Irving's a way better ball handler. Yeah, it's just a fact that he's not perfect, but he was the greatest, or he is the greatest by far. All right. Anyways, and he is better at shooting. LeBron is nowhere close to MJ. LeBron is better overall, only because he's bigger. Same thing with Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was so huge. If you made him skinny and made LeBron skinny and made Jordan skinny the same size, Jordan would kick the crap out of them. But size matters in basketball. So, yeah, it's a complicated subject, but just know Michael Jordan is the greatest, just not for every single reason on earth. All right, moving on. We got another person that I wanted to commend, and that is Ethan. Ethan was one of our top 5 players. We had a whole bunch of groups running, and I mean, jeez, what did you have to do? 300 sprints, push-ups, so many push-ups, like hundreds of push-ups, planks for just so many minutes, and then ball handling for so much time. And he did it in a group with young kids and old kids in the same group, and y'all group had to beat other people's groups. And that's tough. That was tough. And anyone who messed up, we made you guys do 50 jumping jacks. You guys worked for 25 straight minutes. And the winning group, the 5th place person in the camp was Ethan. Ethan, he's such a fast runner. I saw him earlier, and his presence in the camp was underrated because I don't know, he's a smaller kid, so you don't really see him that much, but like he's a worker, and he was working this camp, and just a great job, Ethan. Great job. Better shooter and more clutch, and he has more moves than Kobe. LeBron is more skill. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jordan's era, they didn't shoot as much. So he's a great reason to not be a great three-point shooter. It's just how it is. But if he were in this era, then you could always argue he would have learned to shoot a 3. There you go. But he wasn't in this era, so you can't count that. Just like if LeBron was in the 80s, he wouldn't be flopping because they didn't respect floppers back then. So he would just be stronger and he would bully people. So, you can't just say that they would do this or won't do that. It's what they do. That's all you have to do. Do. All right. Moving on. We got our quote of the day. All right. Quote of the day. Without struggle, there is no progress. All right. We truly believe that. All right. And once you guys start our program and you're doing it and you start to get better, you'll start to notice one thing. I will always move up the marker. I will always make it harder. So what happens to our players is they come in and they're on like the bottom rung, right? And I'll make like the 5th graders play 8th grade. And then all of a sudden they start to catch their people in 5th grade. And, and then we'll play the 5th graders to 6th grade one time because they like need some extra players. And they will kick the crap out of a 6th grade team. They will beat them by so much. And I'll be like, yeah, it's not happening. So I'll put them back up to a higher 6th grade level or 7th grade level. And then they're not allowed to play the 6th grade games anymore as 5th graders. Because they're way too good. And what also happens is we'll play against some 8th grade teams as 5th and 6th graders. This is the most hilarious part. We will start to warm up. And sure enough, the 8th grader will come walking over to me. And he'll be like, oh, excuse me, coach. I'm like, no. I know what you're going to say. Don't worry about it. You're good. Just go warm up. He's like, no. You don't know what I'm going to say. I'm like, I know what you're going to say, and they're supposed to play against you. Don't worry about it. He goes, no. Listen to me. I'm like, okay, what are you going to say? He goes, I was going to say, we're 8th graders and you're on the wrong court. I'm like, I know you were going to say that, and we're meant to play you. Just play the game before you get embarrassed. And he's like, no, but we're older. I'm like, just go. And so he goes, okay. And he goes over there, and then we start the game. What he doesn't know is that he's a regular 8th grader. We have 5th and 6th graders who have been playing against better 8th graders for the entire year. And they've been waiting for this game. They've been waiting to play against a regular team. A team that wasn't windmill dunking in the 8th grade. A team that wasn't like the next future NBA guys. It's just a regular bunch of 8th graders who are going to play a regular season, and probably they play baseball and soccer and every sport on earth. Just a regular bunch of kids. And we have 5th and 6th grade boys and girls out there, and we just annihilate them. And they go, and then I'm screaming, they said they were laughing at you. I'm just screaming because they were laughing at us. I call it out. and we just murder them. But those games are few and far between. But everything in between is what we do to deserve those games and to earn those games. Without struggle, there is no progress. If everything's too easy, there is no progress. Get that in your heads. All right. LeBron's out here carrying the Lakers, and Kobe only worked out early to show everyone he will work harder. Hey, yeah, but Kobe actually did get better, though, too. How come he wasn't better than MJ? MJ was never working compared to Kobe. MJ was the second hardest worker in the history of the NBA. That's not that bad. Again, MJ is the greatest because he's like first, second in everything except for threes. So his average out is the best. Let's move on. We got our elementary school stuff. All right, pick and roll, retreat to pass. All right, jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and one-on-one post. All right, again, if you're doing the retreat to pass, that's if they double team you with a smaller player. You go into them, then you retreat quickly to jump up and pass the ball over them because they are a smaller player, but you got to retreat first. You got to separate distance first. All right, jump stop to corner option. You're going to jump stop, make a pass with your body twisted, right hand that way, left hand that way. But if you lower the ball, then they go back door. All right, it's seeing this option and trying to read it that will tell you which way to go and how hard to go there. And when you cut fast, you cut back door as quickly as you can, make a bounce pass, and then finish it with either a strong layup on this side or a reverse layup on the opposite side. Then we have jab to 3-option jumper. For a jab to 3-option jumper, all right, it looks like this right here. All right. We have Calvin up here, and Calvin's going to jab. And then right here is Finley. She will react by either staying still, and he will go jab to jumper on the right-hand side, or she will react, and then he'll go jab and go to the left-hand side, or she will drop her hands and back up, and he will go jab to shot. Let's see it. Boom, jab. She backs up, shot. And notice that he didn't put his foot back. All right? Notice that he didn't put his foot back. Let's see it. After he jabs, right there, he has to shoot from right there. He can't put his foot back and then shoot. Let's see what he does. I kind of tapped it again. That's not that bad, though. Let's see what she does. Jab, stood still, so Finley messed it up. She should have jabbed and went. Jab, go. Let's see what Derek does. Jab, boom, cross. All right, and you have to react to the defender's leg. So basically, they're going to lose whatever way that they choose. If they stay still, if they went for the jab, or if they put their hands down, you make them lose. And that's the drill. She should have that ball higher. All right. Anyways, jab to 3-option jumpers. You can even use that in the games. All right. You want to use this thinking in the games when you score on people. Okay. It's unstoppable. How do you want to lose today? Giannis works hard, but not Kobe hard. Giannis is pretty close to Kobe, so I hear. Probably not Kobe level because people do have to sleep. Maybe Kobe was kind of a robot. Shots to box outs. Shots to box outs, that's make sure that we hit each other out. We never got the camp to really go for the box outs. We got like one kid to box out the whole time. It's hard. It's hard to like really push people because, of the contact. People are scared of the contact. You can't be. Because you have to realize that the other side, they are just as scared of the contact. So hit them. Box them out. All right? But we do this drill to figure that out. Lana's moves. There's from the post area, Lana's moves are a post-up move where you turn, you look, you have a shot, shoot it. You don't have a shot, you can back it up, and then boom, pro hop in. You have that, back up. You don't have the pro hop, you fake the pro hop, spin back out for a shot. Next one, you spin back out, fake the shot, and then go forward. All right, there's different moves for Lana's moves, and it looks like this. What do we have? We have Dennis. Yep, right there, that's the first shot. You're going to step in. If they keep their hands down, you shoot it. Next one, step in, show it, pro hop down the middle. Slap that ball harder. Next in, fake the middle, spin back to the baseline. Shot. Last one, fake middle, spin back baseline, pump fake, and then step forward, but while keeping the ball high. Boom, keep the ball high, go forward, and then shoot. And that's a great job. Thank you so much, Dennis Pamazanov. All right, last one. We got one-on-one post. All right, this is just you in the post playing one-on-one with a one dribble max, and then you're doing moves like this, like other moves that we talk about. All right, just learning how to score in the post as efficiently as possible. All right, and Giannis actually had results. Yeah, Giannis is doing great, man. Joey says hi. What up, Joey? What up, Joey Jojo? Joey Jojo Shabadoo. That's from The Simpsons. You can look it up later. Don't worry about it. You guys think Kobe is the hardest worker because there are no other stories. I don't know. We've only heard stories from like random people. That means that whatever stories have been told about Kobe, there's probably like 1,000 more. We haven't heard stories about that many other people besides Michael Jordan. People like to tell stories, man. All right, so where are the stories? We got to hear the stories, man. But for you guys, come up with the stories. All right, make people tell stories about you, basically. All right, next person that I want to honor is Declan. All right, Declan with a weird name, Declan. It's a strange name, but man, this kid was one of the youngest kids. He got a box. All right, he won the box, and I mean, he was so focused. That kid is the same age as Derek. All right, but he was so focused. The first grader, so focused. It was great. I really just, and like, he was working hard the entire time. Didn't shy away. I actually thought he optioned out of the last run. I gave everyone the option to not do it. I thought one of the players was saying, I was like, Declan chose? That's not what I thought. Now look, I saw him, and I was like, oh, nah. Declan's all about it. All right? You can't scare certain people off. You can't. I could have said, we're going to climb Mount Everest today. Declan would have said, I'm there. Let me go get my parka and my llama, and we'll figure this out. All right? Not a llama. I don't know what you use. Sherpa? Something like that. But yes. So Declan, just amazing job the entire time. I really commend it. Rowan, I'll give you credit for Giannis. He is developing an outside shot, so clearly he works on his weaknesses. I know Giannis works because I know Matthew Dellavedova, and he said I've heard about Matthew Dellavedova from LeBron James. LeBron says Matthew is the hardest worker he's ever seen. And then I asked Matthew, can anyone keep up to you? And so Deli's like, yeah, I can't keep up to Thon Maker and to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He goes, I tried. I can't physically keep up to Giannis. He's the hardest worker ever. And Thon Maker wakes up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, eats an extra milk because he's too skinny. He goes, he's such a hard worker. So he gave props to Giannis, and that's one of the hardest workers in the NBA, Deli, or he was in the NBA. And he said Giannis is by far the hardest worker he's ever seen. That's a harder worker than LeBron James was. See that? Because he played with both those guys. He said Giannis is a harder worker than LeBron James. So that's amazing. So I give Giannis credit. Giannis and LeBron worked to put on muscle. That they did do. That they did. All right, let's move on. We got, let's go with our trivia question for the day. Trivia. We got a few people here. Anyone can answer the trivia, even a parent, man. Just answer the trivia if you happen to know the trivia. All right, good luck with it. Finn Kaufman is kicking some tail again. Here's the question for it. Let me see. Oh, I like this one. All right, I don't even know this answer. What is the record for most points ever scored by a player in a WNBA game? That's the question. What is the record for the most points ever scored by a player in the WNBA? Give me the number that they scored in the player. In the player. All right, the player and how many they scored. All right, that is the question of the day. Whoever answers it first, let me know. Let me know. Come on. I'll just here drink my Chick-fil-A frozen lemonade. It's our sponsor for the day. It's beautiful, man. It's fantastic. All right. Anybody. Connor, you spend no time in the gym. That's the answer. Is that the answer? See, again, my thing is outdated. WNBA most points in a game. It's a new person. Is it a new person? Most points in a single game. Most points scored in a WNBA game. Here we go. I think someone just beat it. Yep, it's Elizabeth Cambridge with 53. Who put it first? I got, Finn Kaufman once again. Man, how does he beat you by like a second each and every single time? It's crazy. I think he's like hijacking your Wi-Fi, like from on top of your roof or something like that. But yes, It is 53 points. So any of you guys out there trying to score 53 points in the next game, go ahead and do it, and you can have the record. My high was 46. All right, so I don't know if you guys can beat my high. That's pretty good. My high in high school was only 38, but I was always a point guard. All right, points per game. I mean, points are like the best thing that you could do in a possible game. But the second best, offensive rebounds. Why does anyone ever talk about that? What is your high in offensive rebounds? No one even goes for those. I dare you to go for them. You don't go hard in your workouts, and you don't show up at the actual workouts. Blah 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 blah. All right, moving on. We got our homework. Speaking of homework, let's check that out. Who's posting? Who's posting? Who's posting? Some move. I don't know. All right. Rohit Das. The Irving dribble. We know he didn't do that in the camp. I thought about doing it, but we couldn't get around to it. Curl shots. Great job, Rohit. Posting. Who else got to post besides Rohit? Post them so we can know that you're dope. All right. And great job with the homework, man. We got picks of the day. Yo, this Omicron is getting big. It's getting big. All right, and how the NBA is going to handle it, I don't know, man. I think that they're just waiting till Christmas Day, and I think they're going to shut it down. It's going to be crazy. But there's so many people. They actually asked if they could have less of a protocol waiting so that they can go just 6 days. All right, I don't know what they're going to do, but I guess it matters like how much money means to people. No one's really dying from this, but all these healthy players are still spreading it. All right, and I think with all the crowds, that also helps spread it. And just because they're on TV all the time, it's like kind of like, I don't know, it like hurts people, but at the same time, it motivates people in life. So it's a tough juggling act that the NBA is playing in the NFL. They have so many people like, testing positive and things like that. I do not know where this is going to go. If you think that put in the comment section. We will remember your guess. And good luck to the NBA and everyone else. All right. Next person I want to highlight was Wyatt. Wyatt has been posting so much homework, and he's done a great job. Congratulations, Wyatt, on being on one of our top 5. All right, and then moving on to our middle school stuff. For tomorrow, we got bank shots, 0, 1, 2, 4, touch middle, pick and roll, split to drive, hits and tails. We should have done hits, tails. Man, that's a good game to play with everyone. Dang it. I totally forgot about that one. Chair dips and then knee jumps. We did do knee jumps today, and so many people were quick on their feet. I liked that a lot. That was very inspiring. All right, for high school, we got number scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, 1-on-1 high post flash. Again, all this stuff is from the book. The book includes a whole bunch of stuff for you guys to get better at. A few people won the book as well, but we are going to get you guys to the highest level by you guys doing all this stuff. I promise you, man, if you go through all this stuff and you actually do what's in the book every single day, actually do it, I would say look at the challenge and do the challenge, film it, and then post it as you're doing all the stuff, like just to prepare for our workouts. Yeah, you're going to be amazing. Only thing is that most people can't do this stuff every single day. They can't physically do it. They can't mentally do it either. They're just weak, and it's unfortunate because that's how they were born. Maybe they haven't had the right inspiration. If you can do this stuff, I'm giving you the roadmap. It's right here. Just this stuff, you will be amazing. Trust me. All right, and again, you'll be one of 5 people to ever do it, probably in the history of their life. So few people will do this because it's hard. But when you do it, you will benefit from it. Trust me. All right. Let's go. Moving on. We got a few more people to highlight. And I wanted to highlight our second place winner was Tate. All right. Tate did an amazing job. Second grader playing with all the 9th graders over there. I didn't even notice him. He did amazing. He ended up being like the same as Baylor, they said. I don't know. We'll see about that. And then the camper of the entire time was, again, the camper of the day yesterday. Again, today, that was Olivia Dolce. We need that girl in our program. If she's out there, Olivia, join the program. Olivia has a chance to be, if she wants to be, the greatest female basketball player of all time. I said it. Yes. If she wants to be. But that want, it's very tricky. Many of you guys, especially if you're a high schooler by now, if you wanted to be the greatest basketball player alive, you probably couldn't be. For this young girl, if she decides that she wants to, man. But for you guys, it's not too late to become something. If you want it, go get it. All right? Don't forget the quote of the day is, without struggle, there is no progress. All right? We will see you guys soon. Fantastic job. All right, and keep working. Post that homework even over Christmas. Post it. Make basketball a crucial part of your life, and it'll become a crucial part of your life, and then you will be amazing, and you will dominate. What's more fun than that? You'll take this amazing game, and then you will take it to a higher level, and you won't regret it. I promise you. All right, keep working hard, you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Cue my music, and I am out. Merry Christmas. I will be here every single day, including Christmas. So I'll see y'all then. All right, peace, everybody.